Behind the glamour and tradition of the British King's Guard lies a secret that few people know, a silent yet incredibly powerful economic empire. While millions of tourists marvel at the Guard's flawless discipline, almost no one realizes that they are part of a financial machine that generates billions of pounds every year. But how exactly does the King's Lifeguard influence the British economy? Who really profits from this centuries-old tradition? And is royal wealth as untouchable as it seems? If you think the King's Guards are just a ceremonial attraction, get ready to see them in a completely different light. What we're about to reveal might surprise you, and even make you question the true role of the monarchy today. Before we dive in, drop a comment. Do you think the monarchy still serves a real purpose, or should it be left in the past? Now let's uncover the hidden empire behind the Royal Guard. The King's Guard, a symbol of discipline, tradition, and power. But what if I told you that behind their stoic expressions and ceremonial duties lies a multi-billion-pound industry? An industry that few people talk about, yet continues to generate massive profits year after year. Most people assume that the King's Guards are just there for show, to stand still, look intimidating, and entertain tourists. But that's only part of the story. In reality, they play a key role in one of the biggest money-making machines in the UK. Every year, over 30 million tourists visit London. And guess what? The King's Guard is one of the biggest attractions. People travel from all over the world just to take photos, record videos, and witness the Guards in action. And where there are crowds, there's big money. Hotels, restaurants, souvenir shops, tour guides, and even content creators are cashing in on the fascination with the Guards. Think about it. How many videos have you seen of tourists testing the King's Guards, poking them, trying to make them laugh, or even getting yelled at when they cross the line? These videos go viral, racking up millions of views, and the entire London tourism industry benefits from this never-ending hype. But here's where things get even more interesting. The British monarchy isn't just about tradition, it's a brand, and one of the most powerful brands in the world. Everything related to the royal family, including the King's Guard, adds to this exclusive image of luxury, prestige, and power. Luxury brands pay millions just to associate themselves with this royal image. Think about all the high-end hotels near Buckingham Palace, the premium royal tours, and even exclusive events where tourists can experience the royal lifestyle for a price. The more the King's Guard remains a symbol of the monarchy, the more brands, businesses, and even the UK government continue to profit. Ever noticed how many souvenirs feature the King's Guard? Keychains, t-shirts, mugs, figurines, you name it. Millions of pounds are made every year from selling merchandise based on these soldiers. And the best part? Most people don't even realize that some of these products require official licensing. Yes, companies actually pay fees to use images of the Guards on their products. This means that even the most basic souvenir shop selling a £10 King's Guard figurine is likely contributing to an even bigger financial system built around their image. And guess what? The UK government gets a cut of this. The monarchy gets a cut of this. And the tourism industry as a whole thrives because people just can't get enough of the King's Guard experience. Now, here's where things take a turn. With all this money flowing around, you'd think the Guards themselves are making huge salaries, right? Wrong. The average salary of a King's Guard soldier is shockingly low. These elite soldiers, who go through intense training and endure extreme conditions, earn far less than most people expect. Meanwhile, The businesses around them, hotels, brands, tour companies, are raking in the profits. So here's the real question. Should the King's Guards be getting a bigger share of this massive industry? Or are they just another piece in a well-oiled money-making machine designed to benefit those at the top? Drop a comment below. Do you think the King's Guards should be paid more, or is this just part of the job? First off, we need to understand that the King's Guard isn't just a tourist attraction. It's part of the royal tradition. They have been protecting the British monarchy for centuries, and their role is deeply ingrained in the nation's history. But let's face it, the way they're portrayed now doesn't exactly scream high-stakes protection. They stand, they march, they don't even acknowledge your existence. To many, it seems like they're just there to look impressive while the world admires them. But is there more to this than meets the eye? The truth is, yes, there is. While it's easy to dismiss the King's Guard as just a form of pageantry, their role in security goes far beyond what you see. In fact, they are highly trained soldiers with skills that are critical to national security. These guards are not only soldiers who can march in perfect formation, they are trained to protect the royal family in the most dangerous of situations. That's right, they don't just stand still to impress tourists. In the event of a threat, they are ready to spring into action in a split second. Their role has evolved over the years. Today, they are part of a much larger security network that includes modern surveillance, intelligence, and military support. But let's be clear, these guards still play a key role in the immediate defense of the monarchy. The King's Guard might not be the front line of defense anymore, but they are an important part of the royal security team. When they stand there, they are a symbol of the monarchy's power and resilience. Their presence says one thing loud and clear: we will protect the crown. And in times of crisis, their presence becomes even more critical. There have been incidents where the King's Guard has been called into action, with quick responses that may have prevented harm to the royal family. Their job is about honor, duty, and tradition. Yes, but it's also about being ready for anything. The last thing you want is for something to happen and realize that those statues are actually trained professionals prepared for the worst. Now here's where things get interesting. Do we really need them in this modern world? With high-tech security, advanced surveillance systems, and armed response teams, why are the King's Guards still standing out there day in and day out? Some people argue that they're just living history, and their role is more symbolic than practical. Others believe they are an important link to the past and still offer a strong visual reminder of the monarchy's enduring power. But here's something to think about. In an era where everything seems disposable, where traditions are fading and royal symbolism is questioned, the King's Guard stands as a reminder that some things are worth protecting, even if it's not always clear how they're doing it. So, what do you think? Are the King's Guards just part of a show, or are they still playing a critical role in protecting the monarchy? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think they should still be a part of royal security, or is it time for change? Imagine being part of an intimate royal event, with the King's Guards standing tall in the background, lending an air of dignity and ceremony to the entire occasion. That's the kind of luxury tourism that the wealthiest seek, an experience that's beyond the reach of regular tourists. These exclusive events, whether it's a private royal tour, a gala, or a personal invitation to a royal affair, are designed to immerse the wealthy in a world of power and privilege. And the King's Guard is an essential part of it. They don't just stand as symbols of tradition. They enhance the entire luxury experience, creating an atmosphere of grandeur and distinction that wealthy visitors crave. So, what makes the King's Guard such a powerful force in luxury tourism? It's their presence. Their role goes far beyond just standing guard. They are a living symbol of royalty and legacy, and for those who can afford to experience it, they offer a direct link to the most exclusive world in the world, the British Monarchy. The King's Guard adds that final touch to a bespoke royal experience, one that's designed for the wealthiest individuals who want to get close to the elite world of the royals. It's not just a photo opportunity, it's about feeling the weight of history, feeling like you're part of something bigger than yourself, something that only a select few get to experience. When you step back and look at the King's Guard in the context of luxury tourism, you realize they're much more than a decorative part of a royal visit. They're part of a curated experience designed to create a sense of wonder, exclusivity, and status. The King's Guard fits perfectly into the broader picture of London's royal appeal. They're the first impression of a world that feels reserved for the few, the powerful, and the wealthy. They're a tangible link between the present and the centuries-old traditions that make London's monarchy so revered. And for the ultra-wealthy tourists who come to London, that experience is worth every penny. Now here's where I want to hear from you. Do you think the King's Guard is just another tourist attraction? Or do they play a deeper role in the larger picture of luxury tourism? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to know what you think. And hey, if you love diving deep into royal secrets, history, and the fascinating world of luxury tourism, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. You don't want to miss the next video where we explore even more of the royal world.